that I don't deserve. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, would have kept me from the one I love today. One street over there's a life I could have known, but things aren't always there. One street over there's a life I could have known, one beyond my wildest dreams. Maybe that one could have carried me to streets of gold, but things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Good morning, Robertson County. How are you doing? This is 1100 WSG. I'm U-Turn Laverne. This is one street over. I have in the house with me Danavyn Hylton. He's always here on the second Wednesday of the month. Say hello.
Good morning. Good
young
morning.
Man. And you've brought a beautiful guest with you. This is Sharon West. Hello.
Good morning.
I'm going to get you go ahead and try that mic because it might be working for us. Let's see.
Good morning.
I think maybe. If we're having trouble with that, somebody let me know. But we had some issues with that microphone the other day, so I'm hoping it's working. But I just want to real quickly say hello to my guest, and I got to give a quick teaser. Senator Marsha Blackburn is going to be calling us at the end of the show. She is in Robertson County today. So we'll get the scoop from her on what's going on and her being here. So we're anticipating that. And so I had originally talked to Danavyn about having Dominique in and kind of update us on what's going on there real quick.
Yes, so Dominique and Denise send their best. Unfortunately, first of all, happy birthday to Dominic. He actually had a birthday a few days ago, and but at the same time, want to send out our condolences. He recently had a loss in his family, and so he and his family are taking care of that. And so respectfully, this month was not a good time to do the show.
Right, and so we're going to try that again next month. And so you reached out to your friend Sharon West, and she said she could join us. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad to. You said you've been in the studio before. When were you here?
It was years ago when I was younger, when I sung with the Robertson County Mass Choir.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
That sounds like fun. I bet y'all were good. That just sounds good. The Robertson County Mass Choir?
Yes, ma'am.
That's cool. Well, very good. Well, welcome back to the studio. Ebenezer Broadcasting owns it now, and it's a full Christian station. It's all about Jesus. So, we love that. So this is a worldwide radio station via the app and the internet. So how cool is that? So, Danavyn, I appreciate you bringing Sharon in, and you are a caterer here locally, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am born and raised here in Springfield, Tennessee. I went to Springfield High School. I'm a graduate of the class of 1997. I furthered my education and went to Tennessee State University, where I graduated with a degree in psychology and a minor in Africana Studies. I started my catering business back in March the 12th of 2021, and the name of my company is called Southern Girls and Guys Catering Service, and Terrence Cross and I both are the owners of this catering company.
Okay. And Terrence, you said Terrence was unavailable this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And so when did you say you started?
Back in March of 2021.
Oh my goodness. So you came in at the kind of the end of all the pandemic. So I was going to say it's real tough for a lot of businesses started just before that hit. So you guys kind of at the end of it said, okay, it's time to get back out there. And were you doing some stuff prior to that, or was it just something maybe fun?
We both love to get in the kitchen and cook.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, back in the day, your parents would be like, don't come in my kitchen while I'm cooking. So I learned some things from from a distance, just watching her. But a lot of it was I just got in the kitchen and started experiencing.
I love it. I love it. And let me see your card there. Hand me some cards here, because I mean we love passing on great businesses that are. And she's gonna keep handing them to me. Thank you, thank you. And we'll hand them out because I mean this is how you get a business out there. Is
Yes,
word of mouth. Are you staying busy?
Yes, ma'am. God has truly blessed us. We have been really busy. We cater to, we do wedding events.
Okay.
I'm also on the contract with the Bell Chapel here.
Oh, fun.
It's a wedding venue in Springfield, Tennessee, and it's on 1511 R.W. Gordon Drive in Springfield. And I'm in contract with her because she does weddings and stuff. So we are staying busy. God has truly been good to us. And when you step out on faith and you have faith and just trust and believe that God would do it, he will open up doors that man can't shut.
I love that. It's so funny because I get up every morning instead of turning on political radio. I listen to just all kinds of devotionals, and what I was listening to this morning is from a couple of years ago, and it's about vision and about that you can't have you can't have you can't have an idea. You can't have a promise of what God really wants for you if you can't see the vision. And so just like, whenever he took Abraham out and says, see all of this as far as you can see is yours. That's what he wants us to do, is to see that vision.
Yes,
so I just
ma'am.
love that came out of your mouth, because that was my devotional this morning. I just love it when God
ma'am.
does that. It's just cool. But it's so cool. But I love to see people doing, and Dominique is checking in. Good morning, brother. We'll get
Morning,
you in
Dominique.
here next week. So tell me some of the other jobs you've been doing.
Well, I catered for one of my big corporates that I cater for is the Tennessee State football. Actually, my son
That's
plays
cool.
there. That was a blessing. I cater several weddings, several birthday parties, events, family gatherings, cookouts. Just a lot of different events. I'm available. If I'm available, we will meet the services. I really love working with people, and I love meeting new people. And I just thank God for the opportunities that he had given me, because it's not by me, it's by God. And he's truly been, when I say he's been good, he's been more than good.
I love it. That is so fun. That is so fun. And so so you've got a young man that's playing football right now
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, cool. What year is he in?
He's a junior in the classroom, and he's a sophomore on the field.
I got that, because I had a kid that got red shirted, and you get that.
But actually, he didn't get red shirted.
Oh, he didn't.
But he got an extra year because of the COVID.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Absolutely. But that's very cool. That's very cool. When you get one that plays on the collegiate level, that's just neat.
It is.
In a university. Because then we got to do that, and that was fun. So very good, great blessings with that. And I know that you have done some catering for Judge Perry.
Yes, I have. I actually have an event coming up on Thursday that I'll be catering for him as well.
Okay, and we just want to remind y'all, early voting starts today.
Yes.
Yes.
Early voting starts today, so get out there and just real quickly, just to kind of explain, it's a primary. So to vote to vote in the judge in the primary for the judge, you have to go in and say you're voting on the Republican ballot, because that is a Republican race as far as when I don't think there's any contested. I don't think on the Democrat side. So if you want to vote in the judge race, you have to go in and vote. So you're going to vote Republican in the primary. That doesn't mean you have to always vote Republican, but that is a primary situation. So you've got to know to do that. But early voting starts today. So we'd be remiss if we didn't remind you of that, and we will continue to do so. Now, I want to just kind of talk about what else is going on in the community that you want to share with us, Danavyn?
Well, there's a few things. There was an Easter egg hunt that I went to this past weekend in Bransford. I believe the young lady's name was Alicia Cross.
Terrence's
Are you
Go
serious?
ahead.
Yes.
Stay right on the microphone
That's
for me.
Terrence's
Are
daughter.
you?
Oh, fun.
Okay.
What'd she do? Did she put the whole thing together?
From
or
my
what?
understanding, everyone said talk to
Yes.
Alicia. And
she did.
wow, I had no idea.
And she owns a daycare here in Springfield.
Oh, okay. And she put together the egg hunt.
She did.
How many kids did y'all have out?
It was from 2 to 5, and I want to say it was packed from the beginning to the end. I mean, the
love
last
that.
minute, cotton candy, popcorn, bouncy
love
houses, painting. It was a really fun event, and it's even more respect. And I want to shout out Terrence Cross, co-owner of Southern Girls and Guys Catering Service, because he's not here. But like I said, when I had happened to stop by my friend Judge Joe Perry's meet and greet, and the food was just on point, and everyone was talking about the food. And I said, who are behind the kitchen? And I saw Terrence and Sharon just doing an excellent job, and just the praise that the visitors were giving the two of them. I'm glad they were available to jump on the show, and just even more respect to find out that Terrence's daughter was the one that spearheaded this Easter egg hunt, which my children really enjoyed in the community. So, really, with that being said, I know Miss Sharon has a lot going on in the community, as well as Alicia, and so I definitely want to see if we can bring Alicia onto the show next time.
Okay, so that's where you guys met. Was it Judge Perry's event?
That's where we met.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now,
okay.
a fun fact is, her name was brought up to me before for the spring cleanup that Otis Carter and Robert Savage did.
Right.
They were on the show. So Robert Savage, being a TSU football alum, when we were doing the cleanup,
okay.
he said, Danavyn is this gentleman, I believe he goes by Fat Cat. Fat Cat. He's at Tennessee State University. He's from Springfield, but he has a really big following, and his mom, they have a lot of love. You should reach out to them. And so I think he gave me a number. We talked over the phone once or twice. At the time, she was catering for Tennessee State's football game at the John Merritt Classic. Which do you remember game that was?
I catered a lot for them back in the spring. I would cater their pre-meal games before the games back in the spring when they played back to back. They played in the spring and in the fall.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
What do you feed football players? What do they eat right before the game? I'm curious. And I had football players, but it's always interesting.
We feed them that because they was playing on Saturday. On Sundays, we was feeding them Saturday nights. So we fed them fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, green beans, corn, potato salad, fruit tea. They love the fruit tea and dessert. And then the coach was like, let's take up off the dessert. They only get that when they deserve. And so, I would still throw the dessert in there sometimes for them.
Well, I guess he's probably trying not to sugar them up too much and make them sleepy out there. I can just see one of them sitting on the bench waiting to go in, and they just ate big, and they're getting sleepy.
Yes,
you know how you do after you get a big meal?
Yep.
We was actually catered for TSU when they had a bye game last season.
Okay.
And on their bye game, Eddie George, who is the head coach, wanted to feed the boys as a sit-down dinner with the boys. So we did that, and we fixed the coach lamb chops. And this is a funny joke. Eddie George had a lamb chop, and he dropped it. And Terrence said, "Hey, Eddie, you can't be fumbling the lamb chops. They too expensive."
Oh, I love it.
That was a good one.
Is that the Eddie George?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think I knew that. And he's coaching?
He's the head coach of the Tennessee State football team.
How did I don't pay attention to nothing apparently, but I don't follow sports at all. But I didn't know that. I love him. He's such a good guy.
Absolutely.
How long has he been there?
This is his second season.
That's cool. That is so cool. I did not realize that. Oh, I love him. He's just special.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's really cool. How neat that your son's getting to play under Eddie George, man. That's just cool. I love it. I had to when you started talking about the pregame, I'm like, okay, what do they feed them? But anyway, so and I interrupted you. Where were we at? We were talking about just a lot of different things.
Absolutely, and just and that's how we met.
Okay.
And so and we hadn't talked since then, and I happened to go. Like I said, we went to the meet and greet in Adams, and the food was so good, and that's how we reconnected.
All right, I'm gonna have to seek out. You said so. You've got something coming up with the judge because he's a good friend of mine, and we've got recovery court graduation happening.
Yes, and I'm catering.
Oh, you are?
Yes,
wonderful. Good, I'll be there because I haven't missed one. I think this will be my third or fourth one. Once you go to, and we'll just say this for a minute, if you've not been to a recovery court graduation, I just cannot say enough about it. Go and just see the life change is just so breathtaking, and we'll have all the folks from recovery court in a week from today. They're going to come in at 7 right before Ryan Martin comes in. We'll have our city manager on. But they're going to come on and talk about the graduation. But go ahead and put it on your calendar now. It's next Thursday. I know there's a ton of stuff going on next Thursday. We've got the Good Morning Robertson County's happening. We've got recovery court graduation. We've got the Museum of Litter Sale that we had Debbie Keenan on. She was in talking about this on Monday. But you read a lot about this in the Let's Talk Trash little publication that comes out for the kiddos in the newspaper, and they have these in the schools and just at all the sponsors. But this is something that's sponsored by the Sheriff's Department, and it is just a cool publication. But they've got they took these irises around, these wooden irises, out to all the schools, and so they take recyclables and they decorate them and make these beautiful pieces of art. I don't know if y'all have seen these, but they're going to have them on display at the FM Bank, and that's going to start this Friday. They'll have them on display, and then you can start voting on them next week. And you come in and you vote for your favorite, and then they're going to auction them off on Thursday next week in the afternoon. So, but you can get all this in, guys. You can get all this in. You can go to Good Morning Robertson County, go to the Recovery Court graduation, then the auction. I'm wanting to say is 5 o'clock that afternoon at FM Bank. I don't have that paper in front of me. I'll have to dig it out here in just a second. But then we've got our Reagan Day dinner for the Republican Party at the center then after that. And you're going to see Congressman John Rose, Congressman Mark Green, because if you paid attention to the redistricting, Congressman Green is going to be our congressman after the first of the year because of the redistricting. So John is going to introduce him. And so, I mean, it's going to be Thursday. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to take the day off because it's just going to be nuts. There's going to be so much going on. But so just, just kind of tell you all about that. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and pause and take a break. If you missed the very first part of the show, Danavyn Hylton, I think all of you know, he comes in on the second Wednesday of every month. We've been doing this over a year. Isn't that crazy? I love you, brother. We have so much fun. And Sharon West is my new friend, and she is with the Southern Guys and Girls, right? Or Southern Girls. Girls comes first. Southern Girls and Guys Catering Services, and oh my goodness, some of her clientele. Eddie George with TSU. That's awesome. And so that is just very, very cool. It's so cool to meet you, and I love hearing about new businesses and things that are going on. And you guys are still new, even though you're like really getting it. You've only been at it a year.
Yes, ma'am. And I thank you guys for allowing me to come.
Absolutely.
This morning.
Well, and tell Terrence I want to get you guys, because we try to focus on the businesses as much as we can. So get him and y'all come back in and we'll talk again as we kind of
yes,
maybe in a month or two, maybe if you want to do something for summer, because I said I was going to take a break. We'll come back and let's talk about how far out you stay booked, how far in advance people need to get in touch with you. Can they call you last minute? Those kinds of things. Let's talk about that when we come back. But again, introducing the guests that are in studio with me, but we are anticipating a call from Senator Marsha Blackburn. She is going to be in Robertson County today, and they called the radio station yesterday and said, hey, we can come on and do a little interview with you guys if you would like. We're like, well, sure. And I figured Danavyn would be okay giving up about 10 minutes of his time to talk to the senator. So we're going to talk with her. Hopefully that'll all connect. We're going to try that. And here's the thing. If for some reason we don't connect with them today, I've talked with her media people, and we're going to start trying to have her on, just like we do John Rose. We've had Congressman John Rose on once a month. He was on Monday talking with us, and so we're going to continue that hopefully with Congressman Mark Green at first of the year, and we would love to start doing that with Senator Marsha Blackburn. I know Senator Blackburn. We've known each other through media for many, many years. Haven't seen her lately. One of my funniest things, when I was running for Congress, she was running for senator, and we ran into each other at an event, and they were like, hey, Marsha, there's you turn. And she looked at me, she goes, I don't remember you as a redhead. Because I wasn't. And it's just so funny. I just laugh at that because that's just hysterical. I'm like, well, good memory, Senator. But yeah, I thought that was hysterical. I was like, yeah, I kind of went back to my natural color. Wink, wink. What color is my natural color? I don't even know. Only Penny knows over at the gallery. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry, y'all. We have fun here on One Street Over, and we're having fun with my guest, Danavyn Hylton and Sharon West of Southern Girls and Guys Catering. But we do need to pause for just a moment and talk about one of my sponsors, Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center. Here's the thing. They are open their extended hours now, because during the winter months, they did close on Sunday, but they are now open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday from 1 to 5. You can go by and talk to them about everything you have that you're curious about when it comes to your garden. Any question that you might have, get in touch with them, and they will help you out. They are so smart. They are so good at what they do, and love visiting with Miss Amy. We just are good friends, and Miss Jane Jane. She's just a doll to talk to. She and Amy, they actually, they also have the CBD products that are processed from the plants that Brother Bill grows. They're Amy's brother. And so this is Robertson County CBD that you can get from Robertson County Hemp. And it was so funny because Miss Jane, Bill says she stole some of my plants and she started cooking them on the stove to make the salve that you buy there. And so her and Amy, they make that at home. And that is just fascinating to me, and it is great stuff. As you're with the aches and pains and that we have as we get older, it's wonderful, but it's also really great for bug bites. We have found out. I had a friend of mine at work yesterday that got stung, and I told her, I said, "Oh, I wish I had my salve with me because it's fabulous for stings, for bug bites, itches, anything like that." And it's my go-to right now for anything to do with nature, and it is my go-to for my inflammation with my arthritis. Go and talk to him today. Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday from 1 to 5. Give them a call, 615-384-3185, 615-384-3185 at 4920 Highway 161. And when you contact them, please always tell them that U-Turn sent you. We need to re-elect our judge, Judge Joel Perry, on May 3rd. He has worked to keep our community safe for the last 25 years, first as assistant district attorney, and then for the last 7 years as general sessions judge. Joel was instrumental in establishing the Recovery Court, which has given many the opportunity to turn their lives around and lead a successful drug and alcohol-free life. Joel is also fiscally responsible. So far, he has returned over $500,000 to the county from the court's budget. He adopted a docketing system that reduces the amount of time officers spend in court, saving thousands of dollars in department overtime. Joel understands that the court's job is to keep our community safe and to hold those who are found guilty accountable for their actions. At the same time, he recognizes that the court can help redirect an individual's path in life, thus strengthening families and making Robertson County a better place to live, to work, and to raise a family. Join me in re-electing our judge, Judge Joel Perry, May 3rd. Early voting, April 13th through April 28th. For more information, visit joelforjudge.com. Paid for by Joel for Judge, Irvin Brown, Treasurer. It is time. And we are back to the show here, and I'm letting Sharon give a quick call. She had some friends that were trying to listen to us terrestrially via the old-fashioned radio. I know we have so much social media, but you can hear us on 1100 AM WSGI. I had this conversation with someone yesterday, as a matter of fact, at my Celebrate Recovery. Oh, and I got my 1-year chip at Celebrate Recovery last night. It's been 1 year. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If you've not checked out Celebrate Recovery, it's for hurts, habits, and hang-ups. And I had been going to Celebrate Recovery for, many months, and I finally decided I'm going to be a part of the small group, the open share, and come in and get to really invest myself in this program. And that's when I got my chip for. And so that was my 1-year chip. I don't have, what most people associate with recovery. I don't have alcohol, drug addictions, anything like that. That's not been my thing, but I deal with codependency. I have a lot of spiritual issues. I've got just some underlying things all the things, as my friend Muriel Barnett says, that's teacher at White House Heritage. They're all giggling because they know that. But all the things of life that you are hurts, habits, and hang-ups. And so that was my 1-year commitment to the program. And if you are interested in what's going on, and we actually had a visit from Judge Joel Perry last night. He came by and stopped in at the Celebrate Recovery, because he knows so many of those people through Recovery Court and the things that he's trying to do to help them have another shot at life. And so anyway, but I don't know where we were talking about how that WDBL is now Spanish. We were in the meeting. And yes, if you want to hear the English version of the Christian broadcast company that's here through Ebenezer Broadcasting, it is on 1100 WSGI. WDBL is doing what we're doing, but for the Latino community in Spanish.
Gotcha.
So there you go. 1100 WSGI is where you can find out what we are doing. And we are talking with my friends, Danavyn Hylton. We met, oh my goodness, it's been a couple of years.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, that
yes.
we met. And we met at one of the Republican Party meetings. And your fine young men came in and were asking such wonderful questions. And that just always impressed me. You and Malika, those boys, they're just precious. fine young men, and they would just ask the most sophisticated questions, this little guys. And so we've been friends ever since. And so I'm just so glad you're in my life, and I love all these new friends you're bringing to me. So welcome again. Now tell us, we were talking with Sharon West. She is with Southern Girls and Guys Catering, and she is doing they're doing fabulously successful stuff. I mean, you're just really getting it done. So with a successful company, when it comes to catering, events, and things like that, do you stay kind of booked up? How far in advance do you really need notice from somebody?
You can try last minute if we have something available. Terrence and I really try our best to make it happen. Even if we have to split up and he's with one team and I'm with another team. But if we're not busy, then we work together.
Gotcha.
At the same place. But if someone calling, we have an event going on, we'll sit down and talk about it. And if it's not a whole lot, we'll try to make it happen and do both events. For April, we was pretty booked up already. For May, we're getting booked up. We'll do graduation parties and graduation dinners. Actually, we was going to have 2 on the same day. And me and Terrence sat down and talked about it. We go by the menu about how much we have to cook and how much we have to prepare for. And what we'll do is we'll get in the kitchen together, and he'll go to one place with a team, and then I'll go to the other place with a team.
Okay. And you talk about your team. A lot of people are having trouble finding a team and hiring. Are you somebody that's looking for people to work with you, or do you have a pretty good, solid team that you go to?
Yes, ma'am, a pretty good, solid team. I truly thank God for my friends. My friends I grew up with, we went to school together. I can call them and say, hey, I need some help. And they'll make it happen. They will make it happen. They will show up. They be ready to work. And I'm just blessed. And, when I tried to pay them, they was like, don't worry about that. We're friends. We're family. So that's a blessing. But we are having an appreciation dinner for them and a gathering, just hanging out and bless them with gifts and stuff, because they don't have to. Even though we try to pay them, they was like, we want your business to go. We want it to get started. Wow. So that's a blessing. I am blessed with some great friends.
That's incredible. Absolutely. I've got a friend that has a company that does, she's a caterer as well. She has to pay her friends. I'll just be like, yeah, you need to talk to this lady, because she's got friends that she don't have to pay. That's impressive.
That's a blessing. Impressive. When I tried to, that was like, we're friends, and you're trying to start a business.
That's amazing.
And they're wanting my business to grow. And when I shoot for something, I shoot for it. And some people look at me and I was like, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire with this catering company. I believe that. The Lord said, if you speak it and you believe it, then all things can happen. Can't nothing stop you.
I love it. And you got the vision. I need to send you that link to that sermon I listened to this morning, because it was so funny, because it has been so important. You know how God will just put things in your life. And I had a conversation yesterday, and I went and listened to this, and it was addressed exactly what I was dealing with. And then this morning I'm listening about vision. And how many times has vision come out of your mouth? It's so funny that you're talking about the vision that you have for yourself. I love how God does that. That's so cool. But yeah, you need to listen to this. You'll get a kick out of it, because it just says, if you have the confidence and the faith and the vision, and you're willing to do the work and do the sacrifice, and that was one thing, is it was like you had to have precision, you had to have participation, protection, and perception, protection, precision, and participation were the things that he said you had to use when you wanted your vision to come out. You can't just be like, God, I have this vision, can you drop it in my lap? No, you got to do the work for it, and you're doing the work for it. And your friends, the fact that you're friends, if that doesn't make you want to check this lady out, the fact that she has friends that are so vested in her that they'll come and work for her for free, that tells you a little bit about your work ethic right there, when you got friends that good.
And I tell you another thing, they also will hire us. They hire us.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
That's fun. So they'll come and work for you for free, but then they're going to hire you for their event.
Wow.
I'm doing a couple of events for some of them. Graduation, like I said.
Yeah.
I have a friend whose daughter graduating from Austin P, and she helps me all the time, and I'm catering her event she's paying me. I have another friend whose daughter graduating. She helps me, and she paying me. And you know, they'll say, I don't want you to give me no deal or nothing. I want you to charge me what you normally charge. So I thank God that they believe in me. You know, that they believe in me, and that Terrence and I are able to render those service to them. So
that is such a God story. I love it. That's just a testimony in and of itself, right there, Sharon.
Yes.
You're gonna do it. Like I said, you said
it.
you're gonna be a multimillionaire with this
I
catering
believe it,
company.
and I receive it.
In the name of Jesus, I'm with you, sister. I love you. You're so much fun. Where do you go to church?
I go to Greater South Baptist Church, where my pastor is Samuel Stratton.
Okay, awesome. Well, we need to get him in here sometime. That's one thing. We have Faith Friday, and we sometimes we'll deviate from that, but we try to always have something spiritual, and we're going to get Jesus on you every day, because that's just what God, we're just going to speak it into you. But we're a Christian station. But we get real intentional about it on Friday, so we try to have different preachers in. So, yeah, give me his contact. I'd love to have him in here and just talk. I just love meeting some of the preachers. Is it here in this area?
Yes, ma'am. We're here in Springfield.
Awesome.
John L. Patterson.
Okay, wonderful. I'd love to get him in here, and to kind of promote the fact that we've got Dr. David Evans in here on this Friday for Good Friday. So I actually reached out to David because I haven't had him on in a while, and he's one of our regulars. So Dr. David Evans will be in here for Faith Friday, and I've challenged him. I said, he does apologist work where he does Christian and creation evidence, and I said, let's do some Jesus of history, like Jesus apologist stuff, because a lot of people, there's people out there, unfortunately, that don't believe Jesus was a real thing, and that's something that we have to be able to answer, folks, because the questions that we've taken for granted about Jesus, about God, so many people just dismiss. And so when people tell you, oh, Jesus was a good man and he's part of history, but I don't believe he was divine, you got to be able to answer that. And the quick answer to that is, well, then he wasn't a good man if he's not divine, because he said he was God. And so that just means you can't say a man was a good man that professed to be God if he wasn't, because that just means he's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it. Think about it. So he's either a good man or he's divine. And so, I'm just saying. But we'll talk to David Evans more about that on Friday for Good Friday. And I'll tell you, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get one more of my breaks in. I had mentioned yesterday that we have something available as far as advertising. I don't much think we do, because I had reached out to Cumberland Connect earlier this week, and it looks like Cumberland Connect is going to come on, talking to us about our high-speed internet. And we also have picked up Veterans Motorplex. And I just want to mention real quick, we're not officially starting them, because we've got to talk to them and get a few more details. But they are a big sponsor of Let's Talk Trash. So I want to just mention Veterans Motorplex. And you can get the Let's Toss track, and they've got a big ad on the back of it. But these guys, they're so involved in the community, and they are building a business that is connecting with the community in a beautiful way. And so as we're heading into summer, it's going to be a place for you to gather. They do a lot of things with the high schools. They let the high schools come out and do their. Have you been to one of those? I
haven't been to one of those events, but when you were speaking on feeding the high school, Terrence and I tried to feed the high school once or twice during the football season.
That's great.
High football team. They have the local churches that feed them on Friday nights. And we try to get in on Friday or two to feed the Springfield football team for free.
But see, and that's the thing, is when we've got businesses that connect with our schools and connects with our kiddos, it's just so special. And I love that y'all do that. And that's one thing with Veterans Motorplex. What they'll do is some of the schools will come out and they'll do their senior parade around the track. And I know they did that, especially during COVID, and gave the kids a place to kind of be recognized. And so we're going to be talking more about Veterans Motorplex in the days ahead, and the Cumberland Connect, and very excited about that. So just to let you know, we have locked up those sponsorships for One Street Over, and thank you again for sponsoring. And we will be back with more of the show right after this. Most would say absolutely. But did you know that if you encounter a bus on a multi-lane highway with 5 or 6 lanes and there's no barrier or grassy median, then both directions of traffic are required to stop? That means Highway 41, locally known as Memorial Boulevard, and Highway 431, better known as Tom Austin Highway, require traffic in both directions to stop when a bus is loading and unloading passengers. When you see a bus or a school zone, slow down. Pay attention. If the lights are flashing, watch for direction from the bus drivers and crossing guards. Our most precious treasures are on those buses. Let's keep them safe. This has been a public service message from the Transportation Department of Robertson County Schools. And I'll remind you, we are anticipating a phone call from Marsha Blackburn. You might want to watch your phone, Danavyn, because I had to message her people. I said, I can't use my phone for any calls if they have problems calling in. Mm-hmm. And so I gave them your number. I hope that's okay.
I'm on it.
I was like, okay, my phone's going to be tied up with the social media stream. So if you have any issues, call Danavyn. So they've got your number
That's
now.
good to know. If
There
I
you
didn't know
go.
the number, I may never answered it.
Yeah. So watch your text. I told him, I said, text him because we're going to be on the air. So if there's any issues, be sure and let us know. We're talking with Danavyn Hylton, one of our regulars, and he always brings in fun folks for me to talk with. And he's introduced me to my new friend, Sharon West, and she is with Southern Girls and Guys Catering, and they are busy, and they want you to come in and talk to them and check them out. So we've got about 5 minutes before we anticipate the senator calling. She's going to be on probably with us for about 10 minutes, and we'll be able to come back in and wrap up after that interview. But before we get to that, let's just make sure we get all the particulars out of how do they contact you if they've been interested in what we've talked about.
Okay. You can reach us at area code 615-939-8046, or you can also email us at southerngirlsandguyscatering@yahoo.com.
Do that twice. That's the thing in radio, because by the time people get their pen, you're already talking. So you always do the phone number twice. Any kind of contact information, you always do it twice. So do it again.
My phone number is 615-939-8046. Again, 615-939-8046, and our email is southerngirlsandguyscatering@yahoo.com. Again, southerngirlsandgirlscatering@yahoo.com, and we also have an Instagram page for those that does Instagram and social media. It's Southern Girls and Guys, and we don't have a Facebook, but we're working on our Facebook page. But we do bring soul to the food.
Bring soul to the food. I love that. Ooh, okay. Define soul food for me. What's the definition?
Soul food is like your fried chicken, your collard greens, your turnip greens, your macaroni, pig feet, chitlins, soul food stuff.
Does it always have spice to it?
Yes.
Okay, because I mean that's been my understanding. Soul food's hot.
If you well, not all soul food, but we do season our food. If you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning.
Oh, that's fabulous. If you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. Is that it?
Yes, ma'am.
My children would just absolutely go like this because I'm notorious for not seasoning stuff very well. I'm very, I'm not very big into seasoning and stuff. So I need to come and eat some soul food with you, I guess.
Yes. I believe you'll like it. I know you will.
Okay. Well, can you do something a little? Because if something heats up my mouth and is hot, I'm not in. Can you do non-spicy?
Yeah, all our food is not spicy.
Okay.
We have Cajun pasta salad, or I can do
that sounds
regular
good.
pasta salad without the Cajun.
Okay.
Our food is not like Cajun. Soul food is not like Cajun. It's just seasoning in the food.
Okay, I got
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
So if somebody wants to definitely, if they're saying, okay, I want you to cater, but I need it to not be hot and spicy. You can do that. For
Yes,
sure.
ma'am.
Of
Yes,
course.
ma'am.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
So you were talking about some desserts. Let's talk sweets for a minute. And I love doing this to people who cook. Do you have a favorite dessert that you make? And I know that's like picking a favorite child, but do you have a favorite dessert that you make?
I'm pretty good at making chess pies and chocolate chess. I'm really not a baker though.
Okay.
I'm more of a cooker. but not a baker.
Gotcha. You're more of a chef.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now tell me this then. When it comes to then your main courses, can you pick a favorite there? What's your favorite thing to make? Do you have, and again, it's like, oh, what's my favorite? You don't want to pick a favorite child.
Well, we do really good with our lamb chops.
Oh,
that's
okay.
one of the biggest things that's going right now is the lamb chops.
I would have never thought that. That's amazing.
A lot of people don't understand that it's a lot of prep to it because you have to soak them and you have to cut them and you have to let them sit overnight. It's a lot of work into when you're doing lamb chops. If I had to say my favorite, I would say lamb chops. Macaroni cheese is one of my favorite. Collard greens, turnip greens. Pretty much, I just like getting in the kitchen and cooking, and I like to experiment.
I got you. Well, this sounds fun, and I don't think I've ever made lamb chops. I mean, because I'm a hog farmer's daughter, so I grew up on the barbecue and all of that.
We do that as well.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do a great job. So, do y'all know that there is you guys need to get involved with the barbecue cook-off, but you might be busy that weekend. I forget exactly what weekend it is, but Cobb Hill Homes sponsors a barbecue cook-off. And Trent, if you're listening, somebody throw the date up for me, but it's going to be at the fairgrounds. And it always benefits a charity of some kind. And so it's something that it'll go to a nonprofit. But what they do is on the Friday of the cook-off, they give everybody chicken wings. And so you cook the chicken wings and people vote by putting money in your container if they like yours is the best, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And so whoever gets, and I'm watching the phone for Marsha here, but if what they'll do is they'll take all that's brought in and donate it to a nonprofit, and whoever gets raises the most money, they're the winner, and they get a plaque. Well, then you also can cook the pork then the next day for a competition for it's an official, it's a big deal cook-off. And I don't have the date in front of me, but if somebody's got it, maybe they'll throw it up in comments for us. But that would be something that you guys need to get involved with.
Yes, and I wanted to.
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead.
I wanted to tell you we do more than soul food as well.
Oh, of course.
We cook everything.
Right.
Anything that anybody want, we do tacos, we do fish, we do soul food. You name it, we pretty much do it.
Well, see, and that's the thing. But I love that you have that little catch line. And what was it that you said? If you're not sneezing. Oh, you said you put the soul. How did you say that?
We put the soul. We bring the soul to the food.
You bring the soul to the food.
Yes.
And that can be soul food or just good Southern cooking. Mm-hmm. Either one, you got the soul, and I love that. But this has been it's a lot of fun. We're going to continue, and again, until Marsha calls, we can't bring her on, so we're going to just watch the phones here and see if she does call. We are anticipating a call from Senator Marsha Blackburn. If you have not heard, she's going to be in Robertson County today. Hopefully, they will make a connection with us. Oh, let's go right here. So we're going to take a break here and talk to Miss Marsha Blackburn, Senator.
Good morning.
How are you doing? It is so good to talk with you.
Well, it's good talking to you, always.
Always. Well, and I tell people, you and I kind of know each other. We've been around media for a long time. I've been bumping into you in radio stations for many years.
That's right. We do sort of know one another for a long time.
Absolutely.
But we won't say how long.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just won't go there. But now that I know you're busy, and I thank you for calling. We would love to start a kind of a routine of getting you on maybe every month, every other month, depending on your schedule, just to check in if you're available, because we do this show every morning from 7 to 8. And so if we're going to try reaching out to your folks and see if we can't get on your schedule, just so we can check in and just see how things are going in Washington, which I say with...
Oh, I would love that. Absolutely love doing that.
Well, that would be wonderful.
So appreciate, my visits there in the county, and the amount of growth that y'all are seeing is phenomenal. And, of course, staying in touch, which I do every year with local electeds, so that we are able as a team to work with our state elected and local officials and address the needs of everyone there in the county.
Well, and we're talking, if you're just joining us, Senator Marsha Blackburn, very timely, right on time. Thank you so much. And we stepped away from our regular scheduled show just to get you on for a minute, because I understand you're going to be in Robertson County today. Can you tell us what's going on with your visit?
Yeah, we're just going to, we'll be over there and visit with the mayors and some of the local officials and chamber leaders, and look at what the county, what the county needs. And keeping tabs, of course, on growth, on what is happening with schools, with health care. A lot of talk right now, as you well know, about inflation and the price at the pump. So these are all just regular check-in. How's everybody doing? How can we be helpful?
Well, we appreciate that so much. Do you have the specifics on the hours and exactly where you're going to be in front of you? I don't have that in front of me. But we can get it, of course, and share it later. But if you do have that information that you can share.
I'm going to, hold on just a second.
I bet somebody's going to hand it to you real quick or text you with it.
Yeah. I'm over at the Chamber of Commerce. I was trying to make certain that I was at the right.
So you're already here.
The right location. No, that's where I will be this afternoon.
Oh, I gotcha.
And like I said, we've got the mayor has some folks that are coming in. The chamber has some people that have companies, some employers there who will be coming in, and we'll look at some of these employment issues, supply chain issues. And, of course, everyone is struggling to get enough workers.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, and that's been, we've had so many job fairs. We had a job fair for the schools just on Monday. We've just constantly job fairs, recruitment. I had a friend of mine call me and say, "Hey, who's hiring?" I said, "Everyone," and we're seeing that across the board. So, Senator Marsha Blackburn will be in town later today, and you say you're Mayor Vogel and Mayor Ann Schneider, our city and county mayor that will be here, and we've got so many little towns in Robertson County. I'm sure a few of the other mayors will be popping in as well. So I imagine you'll have a pretty big pretty big guest list there.
And we will look forward to visiting with them and checking in on all of these issues. And like you said, the companies and everybody that is hiring and looking for workers and supply chain issues. There's a lot going on right now.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, just as we're talking, what would you say to, we really appreciate your representation. We appreciate your boldness in the Supreme Court nomination situation. I'll just say that we were quite proud of you that you spoke boldly. And what would you say to Robertson Countyans listening as a word of encouragement right now? What would you say? Because it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, it is tough. And I always think of a statement that the late Senator Howard Baker would make when we were in times of distress. He would say, "The Republic will survive." And I think that is so true. The American people, one of the things that has really impressed me is how, as we came through COVID and people started paying attention to what was being taught in schools and the lockdowns, the mandates, people started to say, "You're not going to do this to my children." And they jumped in and took control of some of these school board situations. And then they started saying, "Hey, wait a minute. Looking at all of this that Biden has done, the withdrawal from Afghanistan, the Russia-Ukraine situation, the inflation that has taken place over the past year because of decisions that they are making." And they've started to say, "Oh, no, you're not going to do this to my country." And it's not a partisan issue. It is a patriotism issue. And people are really standing up and saying, no, we're going to push back on this. And that's what we hear from citizens all across this state. And when I'm helping some of my colleagues, I'm hearing it from people in their state. People love this country. They appreciate our freedoms. They look at what is happening with the people in Ukraine out here, just really every day fighting to preserve their freedom. And I think what you're going to see is people say, we're not giving up on this wonderful experiment in democracy and freedom, and we're going to pay a little bit closer attention to what and how we do, and we're going to help muscle our way through this.
Very good. And I had a friend my friend Gwen Harder just chimed in on our comments on our social media and said, word of encouragement, vote. We do have early voting for.
Yes.
Very good. Our early voting for our primary starts today. So we will encourage everyone to get out and vote and research your candidates and know what's going on and know what's happening in your community. And I think that's what you just said, that it has spurred involvement from people. And so many of us, we don't know what to do. And the thing that we can do and that we can easily do is get involved in our communities, right?
That is true. Very true. And I talked to a woman yesterday that I had not seen in a while and sat down with her for a couple of minutes. And she said, just tell me what I can do to help. And she's so concerned about what we see happening with cancel culture. She has a child that has just gone to college. This is the first year. And she said, I was stunned when her daughter would call her and say, Mom, I can't express an opinion because my professor calls me out. And she was so sad to hear her daughter say that, and she said, I thought I was having her go to college to expand her thinking. And now what's happening is she can't have a counterpoint discussion. She has to be in total agreement with the professor.
Absolutely. And, we see that this is a Christian radio station, WSGI and WDBL. That's a Christian broadcast company here in Springfield, worldwide broadcast company for Jesus. And that's one of the biggest things that we're seeing as far as silencing is your faith. The politics, absolutely, but the faith that has been silenced. And it is just, it's tragic what is happening. And I'll tell you, we've heard from one of your folks that's helping with your communications and saying we need to wrap this up here in about the next 60 seconds. So we can't do a whole lot more. But Senator, we love you and we appreciate you. You're doing a great job. And we do look forward to having you on again with us here on WSGI. We do appreciate you so much taking some time. Come into Robertson County today. Any parting thoughts as we keep up with your schedulers and abide by their guidelines?
Well, listen, everybody should go to our website, blackburn.senate.gov. Sign up for our weekly newsletter that we do, and then also follow me on social media at Marsha Blackburn.
Okay, and tell me your website again. You broke up just a little bit. Let's do that website one more time.
Blackburn.senate.gov.
Blackburn.senate.gov, and you can sign up for the newsletter. And we may be getting some freedom back on Twitter. I don't know if you've been following that, but
I know that's a pretty good thing.
I'm just saying that's going to get interesting. Senator, so good to talk with you. Welcome to Robertson County today. You're going to, I don't know how much, you've been here. I ran into you at the senior center. Yeah. My goodness, you've been here many times. You know what we got going on here. We're special. So
absolutely.
Welcome back to Robertson County, and God bless you, and we'll look forward to talking with you again very soon.
You too. Take care.
God bless. Thanks so much. And that is Senator Marsha Blackburn. So thankful that she took the time to come on and talk with us. That is just awesome. And she's going to be in town today. So how cool is that? That's pretty neat. And we're going to continue with our show. I'm talking with my friends. I've got Sharon West on, and I've got Danavyn Hylton here. That was kind of cool, wasn't it?
That was cool.
That was cool. And I'm sorry y'all couldn't hear. I don't know. Well, if I had my mic on, you couldn't hear. So, but anyway, I appreciate so much. I have Danavyn in here on, he comes in for our show on the second Wednesday. And so when they called and said, I said, well, I got to check with Danavyn and make sure it's okay with him because that's his time slot. So thank you for being so gracious.
More than welcome.
And letting us do that. So we're talking with my new friend Sharon West, and she is part of Southern Girls and Guys Catering. And just an inspirational story because you had a vision and you stepped out on faith and you're doing fabulous, and she's going to be a multimillionaire and she is going to do it. I just know it. I love this story. You need to listen to her story, and you need to go back and listen to the show if you missed part of it. So, but as we kind of wrap things up, I do have to do one more ad for Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team, but we'll do that in just a second. Tell them again how to get in touch with you, and just kind of give them, if you're on an elevator and you're trying to, maybe Elon Musk is on there. We were talking about him a minute ago, but so you've got somebody that you're like, man, I want their business. What's your elevator spiel? Have you got that down?
Well, I try to make myself available, but sometimes things just don't work the way we want it to work. But if you can't get me the first time, don't stop. Keep trying until you can get me.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. Absolutely. And tell them how they can get you. Give them that phone number, that email and web and all that 2 times, nice and clear for us.
Yes, you can reach us at 615-939-8046. Again, that number is 615-939-8046. Or you can email us at southerngirlsandguyscatering@yahoo.com. Again, that email is southerngirlsandguyscatering@yahoo.com. We also have an Instagram page that's called Southern Girls and Guys. We are uploading our Facebook page. We don't have that yet, but it's coming. You can go on our Instagram page and you can look at some of the videos and pictures that we have. And I really would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for allowing me to come and be on the radio show this morning. If you're looking for a catering service, please reach out to us. I promise you will be satisfied.
I love it. I love it. You need to give this young lady some business. I love it. And you tell Terrence, I want to get you guys both in here and we'll visit with both of you guys. You got to bring us some food, though, when you come.
We will.
Yeah. Bring us something
will.
good. Bring us something good. Any parting thoughts, Danavyn?
Just feel free to send me the link to the sermon. And
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
make sure I get that
the
over
vision
to-
sermon.
I want to check it out as
Absolutely.
well.
Yes.
Absolutely, because if you missed it, she came in and started talking about vision. That was my devotional this morning, all about vision, and it is just God when He does
Confirmation.
those. You better believe it. It's just so cool, so cool. Love you, my friends. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Remember, go out and vote in the primary today. You've got to go in and request which party you want to vote for, guys. And early voting starts today. We'll be talking more about that. And again, just get out there and vote. And that's what makes a difference. That's what Gwen was saying on comments. If you want to have hope, find out what you're voting for. Make sure you know and get out there and vote. And we are going to pause right now. We've got Lee Marie coming in. This is the Wednesday that she does her show. It is called The Go Show with Lee Marie, and she'll be in here in just a moment. But as we make our exit from one street over, I want to remind you again about Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team, my longest sponsor. Really, they've been on with me really since the beginning. And they're dear friends. I met them at the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival. We tell that story all the time. The reason why we have the song One Street Over and we came up with such a good title is because of the Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival. That's Rich Top Rambler's original song, and it just speaks to what we're trying to do here is learn what's going on one street over from where we live. And that's the message of this program, and that's the message you're going to get from Barry and Rebecca. They believe in the community. They're in Cross Plains. They've been there for over 20 years. They're one of us. And they say, whether you use them in the real estate market when you're buying or selling, whether you use them or not, just always use somebody local and make sure that you know, have people that really are knowledgeable on either side of the table. Barry's a marketer, came out of a marketing. He was a vice president of a marketing company for many years, went full-time with real estate with his wife a few years ago, and they are a great team. They would love to make you part of the Garden Gate team as well. So if you have any questions about buying or selling, or maybe you want to be a realtor, give them a shout out at sellwithbecky.com, or you can check out their specialty listings at robertsoncounty.com. They specialize in Robertson County, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line up in Kentucky. And that's our show. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. God bless you guys. This is 1100 WSGI. Stay tuned. Lee Marie's coming up with the Go Show right after this.